How about now? Is that better? Can you guys hear me better now? Am I still breaking up loads, or is it not too bad now? It's definitely going into OBS. So the sound is definitely going from the mic into OBS. Guitar is also working. Everything's going into OBS, which means when it's in OBS, it's the problem. Must be. How's that? Did that work? Hey, how about now? How about now? Does that sound better now? Can we hear me now? We can't hear me yet because it's still spinning. So the current time that I'm experiencing is not the same as the current time that you'll be experiencing in a few seconds. When oh, there we go, there we go. There I am, and I'm moving and I'm speaking, and hopefully you guys can hear me. Please, yes. It was in fact that the interface needed disconnecting and reconnecting. This sometimes happens, and the thing is, it sounds different to me to what it will sound like to you guys, I guess, because obviously you were getting broken up sound. When I turned my volume up really loud, I could actually hear that I was getting an echo. Is what the clue was that I was getting, that something was wrong. But I obviously hadn't turned up the volume loud enough, so I couldn't hear the echo originally. Anyway. Yes, girl, right. It's not one of my streams if there aren't some sort of technical difficulties, is it? Now I've smacked my headphones on the mic already. We've had technical difficulties that meant I've need to restart the stream twice. Now we just need me to choke on water, and that's the Emma hat trick for streams, innit? Of clumsiness and things going wrong. do this. Let's have our first song. See, I have the headphones turned down a little bit because I get this horrible hiss off that. And I don't know, you guys have told me before that you don't get this hissing sound, but I don't know, maybe it's a lot quieter when you're not listening to it directly from the... But I get this horrible hiss comes from that. It's actually quite distracting and annoying. So I'm just going to turn myself back down in my headphones again. Now I've confirmed I'm working. God, is that hiss awful. Right. One of these days I'm going to work out why it is that I get a hiss, and I'm going to get it to stop. There must be a reason. I don't think it's meant to happen. We haven't started with this one in ages, so I'm actually going to start with this one for once. Not much of a talker, I can't seem to get the words out. It's like they get stuck somewhere between my brain and my mouth. I'm not very popular, instantly forgettable was always my style. It's okay, just shut up and force a smile. 'Cause I come alive on the stage lights, and I live for big nights. And I'm at my best with a guitar and a mic, and I don't speak real life, but God, do I do nightlife? I don't know why, but I come late. Please don't ask me to socialize. I'm not much of a social butterfly, but I fly so high. People say I got quiet voice, shouting, but I'm never heard. From up here, you hear every goddamn word. 'Cause I come alive on the stage lights, and I live for big nights. And I'm at my best with a guitar and a mic, and I don't speak real life, but God, do I do nightlife? I don't know why, but I come late. So don't say you know me if you never come to see me. Come by something to see me behind this I'm trying to say my own divine. I try to get help, I can't help behind. But something about music, bright lights, a big stage, and late nights makes it alright. 'Cause I come alive on the stage lights, and I live for big nights, and I'm at my best with a guitar and a mic, and I don't speak in real life, but God, do I do nightlife? I don't know why, but I come late. I come late. Yay! Oh, John appeared in the chat while I was sorting out all the sound. Hello, John. It's okay. It's okay. I'm glad. I'm glad that you are enjoying it. Yes, it's been a while. It's been a while because obviously the last stream we had was the one before Christmas, and it took me a while to get myself sorted in the new year. As is often the way, I think I'm going to be able to get up and go the second that January comes. Like, yeah, it's like actually no, you didn't do all this stuff you need to do to prep for this stuff. So I took the time. I actually gave myself the time. I thought, you know what, I won't try and stream the first Thursday in January. I'll do it the second, and give myself the time. And because of that, you might have noticed at that starting screen that you know that you probably didn't get any music over, because I assume that wasn't working either. That starting screen's all been updated with some new graphics that I've designed. I'm going to add to those slowly as well. I'm going to really improve the graphics of the stream and stuff. And now they fit, and they're going to go well with, because obviously we've got our songwriting specials, which I incorrectly said in my post. I told you guys it was going to be fortnightly, and then in my post I've put the wrong dates, because I've had a moment where I was like, oh, or should I do the 1st January? The first Thursday in January, in which case it would have been last week we streamed, and then next week we would have the next stream. So I fuffed about doing the post, and because of that I put the wrong dates for the next stream. So it is fortnightly, like I said it was going to be, that we are streaming. So next week won't be a stream, it will be a YouTube video, and then the week after that will be our songwriting stream. We've got nice special graphics just for that as well, so I need to set up some different screens for it. I should have different screens for different ones. And slowly we can add features to them as well. Anyway, we're going to overall improve the live streaming experience, as I promised you guys would happen in the new year. And it's starting with some revamped graphics. And obviously we've got our nice new design on the wall, which you've all probably seen because I've put up a couple of little TikToks and stuff. With me filming in here, but this is the first time we're streaming, and you can actually see the design behind me. It looks really good on the thing, doesn't it? On the thing. That technical term, the thing. It looks really good on camera, doesn't it? It's much better than the old backdrop. For one thing, I pop more now. You can actually see me. I don't blend into it like I blended into the brown. I proper blended into that brown. But yeah, so we're gonna have lots of improvements there. I'm looking forward to slowly making these better. Hopefully at some point I'll be able to afford to get myself another camera, because the big thing I really want to improve these streams is to be able to have you guys here, the laptop down here, which would mean needing a separate camera, because obviously if I put the laptop down here where I can reach it more easily, you guys won't be able to see me very well from that angle. But if I can set up a camera here or here instead of the laptop, it suits you very, very. Why, thank you. Why, thank you, Catherine. It does suit me though, doesn't it? It's my colour scheme. It's the sort of bluey greens, purples, golds. Those are I'm gesturing completely the wrong places for those colours then, because I didn't realise how far. Oh, that looks way further in the video than it is. Lack of spatial awareness. Right. I've just realised that it does actually match almost perfectly with my socials colour and with my buy me a coffee colour. Everything is matching up nicely now. I like that. I like it when colour schemes come together. It makes my brain happy. Let's have another tune. Otherwise I'll ramble at you guys all night, and you don't want to just listen to me ramble all the time. That's not that interesting. Oops. I'm still a little bit closed in, unfortunately. It does, doesn't it? It looks like one of that look that I did with the where it was broken up in two, and I had the purple underneath and the sort of tealy colour on top. Yeah. Oh, I should do that I should have done that makeup in this stream and been like, first stream, and I matched the background. Oh. At some point I'll do a stream where we have a special occasion and I'll match my makeup to the backdrop. And match my outfit. Well, I can't quite match my outfit. I don't actually own anything that would match that perfectly. I could make something though. Oh, I do have a pair of shorts I've made that are like, they're not that purple, but they are purple. Anyway, not important. Coordination. Indeed, Andy. We love a bit of colour coordination. Just going to swap it back over to OBS so I can monitor my levels and make sure I'm not peaking or anything. Because I think we'll have our next tune. What shall we have? I think we should have a bit of something angry. I really need to do something. I need to make a decision about whether I'm growing out this fringe or not. Because if not, I really need to cut it because it's annoying me. Right. Wise commander, I just can't follow your God-given advice. That's not the right words. I got distracted because I realised the guitar was a bit too loud. Sorry. Try it again without the distractions this time. Tragic hero, I wasted so many wishes on you. Now you draw your arrow, I know just what you're trying to do. Misery loves company, I guess I only see you when I'm sad. If it can't be misery, I guess it's gonna have to be you're gonna make me mad. Why can't you just get along? Why can't you just be wrong for once? So go ahead and fire. Wise commander, I just can't follow your God-given advice. Oh, King of Anna, you're not so good at playing nice. Don't understand me much, must be that I'm losing touch of reality. Can't be you losing your touch if you alone is not enough. The problem must be me. Let it go, stop putting on such a show for once. So go ahead and fire. You won't hit me where I'm standing there. Go ahead and fire. Try and bring me down, doesn't really matter anymore. What you say, you can have a spell. There was no war anyway. Mystery or tragedy, you're nothing more than a pain to me. Cause you can go at the door cause I can't take it anymore. The fighting, the poking, the constant provoking, the way that you jab and you act like a jerk. You smile the while like you do me a favor. When I talk back, you like so whatever. Getting you the stuff, I'm just a man of five, busy traveling the world and breaking all those hearts. There's no more time for a little old me. But that's the way it's gotta be. Then go ahead and fire. Hey. It's been a while since I did that one in a stream, I think. Yes, so I'll be putting up my first video of the year on next Thursday. I already filmed it. I filmed it about a week or so ago now, because I'm actually ahead of schedule with stuff. It won't last, but it might do. You never know. Maybe this will be the year I finally get into a proper rhythm with stuff, and I work out when to do things. It's really warm in here. Christ, it is warm in here. This is the problem with heat rising and me moving around as much as I do in that light. That light being hot. That's why I always get really hot in these streams, because I always have that light pointing right at me. But it is very warm in here. Anyway, that side note out of the way. But yeah, I've got into a good rhythm already. I've got loads of ideas, 'cause I'm gonna do a little series, I think, on making my songwriting better, where I'm going to take on some challenges of trying to do unusual, different stuff to try out new things in my songwriting. 'Cause like a lot of songwriters, I found I've gotten into a bit of a habit of defaulting to certain chord progressions, defaulting to certain types of melodies, using the same sort of arrangements on stuff. So I'm going to take on the challenges to try and write some songs that are specifically designed to be more interesting musically and be more different. So, like the first one I'm going to do is try and do some odd time signatures. 'Cause, I default to 4/4 a lot. I've written a couple of songs in 3/4 or 6/8, but that's not that adventurous, really, is it? We can get more adventurous than that. Get some really weird time signatures in there. But yeah, we're gonna have some of that content. Is probably going to be one of the main things you start seeing on this channel, 'cause I think that'll be fun to watch as well, is watching me try and write songs in unusual combinations. Yeah. And then we'll have our songwriting streams. I want my songwriting streams as well. I'll probably go to my TikTok quite a bit and try and take prompts that I've gotten off there to do stuff. So if people want to leave prompts, and if they want to specify, I'd love to see this be done in the stream, when you leave a prompt at all, TikTok or Instagram is probably the best bit for it. I'll probably try. Right, I'm going to say I'm going to do this, and that way I'll do it, and you guys can hold me to it. Is that next, before the stream, I should put up a post on Instagram asking for prompts for the stream that I can then go through. That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen now. Is that I will put up an Instagram story post, one of those story posts you can reply to, and I'll get some prompts off you guys from there. Can tell it's warm, 'cause no matter how much I drink, I'm still thirsty. Okie dokie. Let's have our next tune of the evening. Any requests? Anybody got anything in particular they would like to hear out of the repertoire? Otherwise, I shall just default to the next song that I have practiced for today. Nothing? Nobody got any prompts? In which case I shall go ahead and not prompts, requests even. Nobody got any requests? In which case I shall go ahead and play the next one I had in mind. I'm not angry, I'm just tired. I'm not sad, I just wanna know. This gun's got bullets, I fire, and they weigh me down, 'cause I know I won't win, so I hold it in. But it's crushing me from the inside. Just wrap my hands around your neck. The blood on yours should stain them red. I'll be fine, just give me a sec to get these thoughts out of my head. 'Cause I could deny it, could try to hide it, but it's crushing me from the inside out. Wanna let it rip, wanna scream and show you to see just what you've done to me. But I don't want you to know what you could do to me. Stay playing the fool, yeah, it's being cruel, and I shut my mouth. I don't wear myself out. You're wearing me 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 down. Scared to make a sound. I'll live. You always win. But it's crushing me from the inside out. Wanna let it rip, wanna scream and show you to see just what you've done to me. But I don't want you to know what you could do to me. Stop playing the fool, yeah, just being cruel, and now I shut my mouth. I don't wear myself out. I don't wear myself out. I don't wear myself out. Just got kicked out of the chat. And I'm like, oh, that was rude of it. Baby steps, of course, Daniel. We shall have that one next. Follow up a depressing song with a song full of pure joy. Well, not really pure joy, but you know what I mean, a happy one. We'll just have a quick check of this tuning though, 'cause I think it's gone out of tune, this guitar. It's 'cause it's so freaking warm. So I know I joked about how about if people wanted to hear about certain things in the stream, or should I just ramble as about zombie films again? But I do actually have something zombie media related to chat about. On brand, very on brand for me. But yeah, I decided finally to give Black Summer on Netflix another look again today, 'cause I finished watching Arcane the other day. I binged that really quickly. It was really good. If you if you have Netflix and you like fantasy type stuff, then Arcane was very good. I know it's based on the League of Legends game, innit, I think. I don't know anything about League of Legends, except now I know a bit about League of Legends 'cause I've watched Arcane. So I know a little bit about it now, but I just watched it 'cause everyone was talking about it and it looked cool. But I really enjoyed that, and I was looking for something else. And I thought, finally I'll give Black Summer a look, because I really enjoyed the first season of Black Summer, and then I was really excited for the new season to come out when we got Netflix back again. And I started watching it, and I got like 3 episodes in, and I just sort of was losing interest 'cause it just the first bit of the first season just hasn't been as of the second season. The first bit of the second season hasn't been as good as the last season was. It's just been a bit frustrating. But this latest episode was much better that I watched. I watched, I think it was the 5th episode I watched. It was a lot better. I'm just reading. Zombie books can be absolutely terrifying. I read a really scary one when I was a teen. That I can't remember what it was called now, but it was about a group of like young adult teenager type age people trying to survive through the zombie apocalypse, and they haven't been able to find any survivors. And it was really quite scary. That can build up suspense in books just as well as. I'm not that good with reading though, because I do struggle to read in general. Not like I can read. I mean, like, I struggle to sit down and read and concentrate on reading. My brain starts wandering, so I've never been a big book person. It takes a rare book, a very good book, I would say, to get me to keep reading. Just how you know The Hunger Games is worth it, because I devoured those books, and I don't usually do that. I usually struggle through books. Even ones that I'm somewhat enjoying, I still struggle through them. They have to be really quite special and really hook me in to keep me going back. Is my lighting just really awful? I've just noticed, like, it's maybe a bit harsh. That I might set it up differently next time. I've maybe gone a bit harsh. It looked a bit dark before, but now it's looking a bit harsh. Anyway, maybe it's 'cause I've got the overhead on as well. Maybe I shouldn't put the overhead light on. But then it's really gloomy in here. Anyway, not the point. Getting distracted loads. But I finally gave it another look today, the second season of Black Summer, and I watched like the 5th episode, and that was a lot better. I'm a lot happier now with it than I was. I'm still like, maybe this episode was good, and maybe the rest of the season is going to be just as quite dull. It's been quite dull so far. Me too. I struggle as well as to be really good for me to keep going. Yeah. It has to really grip me in as well. Like, the thing I loved about The Hunger Games was one, it was written from Katniss's perspective, so it really immersed you. And it was easy to read because of that, because it was written the way that she was thinking. And it also did a really good job of, like, it wouldn't end every chapter on a cliffhanger, but it would end just enough on a cliffhanger, or it would end with you still wanting to know what happens next, because while it wasn't like a cliffhanger type ending, it was still, but I can see this is building to something. And she's a really good writer, Susan Collins. I love those books. Loved those books so much. The films were okay. The first one was very good. The second one was pretty good. The third one and the fourth one was a bit. It could have been better. Could have been better. But no, I'm usually not that good with her. Yeah, that was one. And the Dust Wool and the other sequels of that series I really loved. I really got into that. I did not even get past like a few chapters of Game of Thrones. I had to give up on Game of Thrones. I mean, it didn't help that, like, reading the books and realising that how young... I knew the characters were younger from Game of Thrones in the TV show, that they aged them up, really. So I knew they were like 13, 14. I didn't realise that the first scene between Khal Drogo and Daenerys was going to be worse for me in the books than it was on TV, because, like, the weird thing is, it's on the TV series they make it very non-consensual what happens between them. In the books it's very much consensual, but Drogo is like a 30-year-old man and she is like 13, 14, and it's just so disturbing to read. And I really just I couldn't get past that in that book. But I also just found it really, all of the over description. I feel like there was a bit too much description went on in those books for me, so I got a bit bored with it. Like, yeah, I get it. We're building the world, but do we need to build the world quite so? Yeah. I struggled with those. Which is a shame, because I'm told the overall story in the books is supposed to be quite, there's a lot of difference between the books and the TV series, and there's a lot of good stuff happens in the books that they don't put in the TV series. But yes, indeed. It was quite disturbing reading that scene. It's like, this is, I mean, I know, I'm sorry, but you I know you want to try and make it like historical, but at the same time, you have dragons in this. You really didn't need this scene to be like this. This is no. Especially as it's almost portrayed. Her character is then sort of portrayed as like this very powerful young woman. It's like, no, she's 14. She's not a powerful young woman. She's 14. It was disturbing. I struggled with that. I mean, I also don't really like that relationship in the TV series that much. I never understood why people romanticized the Khaleesi, the Daenerys, Khal Drogo romance in that. 'Cause it felt like to me, like I never understood how at the end of it I'm supposed to believe he's the love of her life. I don't ever feel like he would become the love of her life. I mean, I feel like he would become someone who was very important to her and she would be very upset when he dies, but like, I didn't understand why he would be the love of her life. Because he was still a guy she was sold to. And he still had very little respect for her, really. Like, he respected her more than some of his men did, but, like, he didn't really respect her. Yeah, I always struggle with that relationship and why people think it's as lovely and romantic as it is. Because I didn't really find it that romantic. I didn't really understand how I was supposed to see this relationship as something really that great for her. So it just didn't really feel like that to me. Her character certainly wouldn't have ended up how she was if she'd never left the Dothraki. Anyway, just some thoughts there that I had on Game of Thrones. Right, let's have another tune. We were going to have baby steps, weren't we? Let's have a bit of baby steps. Yeah. Pop that on. Right. Oh, reverb. I should turn it down a bit. I put loads of reverb on for the last song, but we don't want as much on this one. Stop, fall apart, repeat. Keep your hands in your pockets and your eyes on your feet. Having conversations with the mirror, trying to make my point a little bit clearer, but talking sure ain't no mean feat. 'Cause I got shoes, I know that I shouldn't fall over every little chair, but I got shoes. Let's leave it at that and just take baby steps, darling, baby steps. Baby steps, darling, baby steps. Just one foot in front of the other, one word after another. Baby steps, darling, baby steps. Just take baby steps, darling, baby steps. Maybe one day we'll get it together, but for today, let's take another baby step. Out on me. Oh, it's too much energy on every new person I meet. But still, I crave the attention. Gotta find a play to tip to the tension. 'Cause the way still, I crave the attention. Gotta find a way to decrease the tension. 'Cause the world ain't just gonna sit and wait for me. 'Cause I got shoes. I know that I shouldn't fall over every little chair, but I got shoes. You know that, you know I fall apart, so let's leave it at that and just take baby steps, darling, baby steps. Baby steps, darling, baby steps. Just one foot in front of the other, one word after another. Baby steps, darling, baby steps. Just take baby steps, darling, baby steps. no rush, these things come at time. So be a little more kind to yourself. Don't be deciding you're doing just fine, and beating yourself up don't really help. You've got the answers right there in your mind. Just have a little more faith in yourself. You're doing just fine. So just take baby steps. Oh, oh. Just take baby steps, darling. Baby steps, darling. Baby steps, just one foot in front of the other. One more after another. Oh, baby steps, darling. Baby steps, just take baby steps, darling. Baby steps, maybe one day get it together. But for today, let's take another baby step. Ooh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've never read any Stephen King. I've seen a couple of movies based on Stephen King, but it's not my kind of horror story. Because he does a lot of the psychological style horror, which just is not something that appeals to me quite as much. But I have heard he's a very good writer. Maybe I should pick up one of his books and try reading it one day. Maybe I would enjoy it in written form more than I do movies. Because some things I think some people just enjoy more in written form, and others they enjoy more in movie form. Like, don't get me wrong, I love action and sci-fi stuff, but a lot of the time I don't necessarily think action and sci-fi stuff is stuff I enjoy quite as much in books, whereas fantasy in books is often superior to fantasy in real life. Fantasy in real life doesn't exist. Fantasy in like live action TV series is. Anime being the exception. Any animated fantasy stuff is the ultimate genre format for fantasy. Animated fantasy stuff is always amazing. Live action fantasy stuff always feels a bit it doesn't help that they always make it appeal to kids so much that they, because with the exception of Game of Thrones, most of the fantasy stuff that I've watched and I've loved has been stuff that's really aimed more at kids. Like, I loved Merlin, but that was definitely aimed at kids. And when I rewatch it now as an adult, it's like, yeah, no, this is aimed at kids. And that ruins it a little bit for me sometimes, is that because they're aiming it so much at kids, they throw in like fart jokes and over the top sentimentality and stuff that you get in the fantasy genre sometimes that I don't like as much. So it's not been nice to see a bit of a rise in fantasy stuff that is aimed more at adults. But still, I think that books and anime are the superior genres. It's not genres, formats for fantasy stuff. Because the world building is just always going to be better in them. The world building in anime is just superior to pretty much everything else. So good. Right, I'm going to pause briefly here, because I think we're going to go until at least the 8:30 mark, I think, with the stream tonight. But in order to do that, I need to pause for a quick loo break, and I also need to top up this water because I didn't bring up enough water with me for how warm it is in here. So I'm going to take this opportunity to pause now and have a think about what you'd like me to play when I come back off my break, guys. I'll leave you with some music. I won't just leave you. That would be rude. So I'll pop the music back on. And I shall be right back.
Tragedy, you're nothing more than a pain to me. Got your ego at the door cause I can't take it anymore. The fighting, the poking, the constant provoking, the way that you chat, then you act like you're joking. And you smile the while like you're doing me a favor, but when I talk back, you're like, so whatever. I gave you the start, just a mind about you, busy traveling the world and breaking all those hearts. And there's no more time for little old me. Well, if that's the much of a talker. I can't seem to get the words out. It's like they get stuck somewhere between my brain and my mouth. I'm not very popular, instantly forgettable was always more my style. It's okay, just shut up and force a smile. But I come alive on the stage lights, and I live for big nights. And I'm at my best with a guitar and a mic, and I don't speak in real life, but God, do I do nightlife? I don't know why, but I come alive. Please don't ask me to socialize. I'm not much of a social butterfly, but I fly so high up here. People say I got a quiet voice. I'm shouting, but I'm never heard. From up here, you hear every goddamn word. But I come alive on the stage lights, and I live.
Managed it. I'm back. Everything is so difficult from a distance like this. I need the laptop here. Anyway, we don't have the budget for a new camera yet, but we will hopefully at some point in the future. The books are much better. I'm sure they are, because like lots of people have adapted books into various different films. Some better than others. Some wind up looking a bit I've seen there was a TV series adaptation of is it Day of the Triffids? Is that what it's called? The one where the plants start eating people. That one where the plants start eating people. And honestly, that was that was bad, that TV adaptation. Now I don't know if the book is also not that good. But I feel like is maybe better. It didn't help that I think what made the TV show bad was I don't think the acting was that great by a lot of the people in it. But overall it was just bad. Just bad. That and like the special effects were terrible. So the plants did not look scary, man. I'm supposed to be terrified of these plants, but like this is not scary. These plants look ridiculous. It was bad. Anyway, so yeah, some of the adaptations are not so great. So they don't end up making you actually think the books will be great. So I'm sure the books are better. It's like all things. Sometimes certain stories are just better in certain media than they are others, and it's not always that the adaptation is bad. You know, sometimes it is just that certain media lends itself better to certain stories. Like I hope that we've seen in recent years a bit of a shift towards making more TV programs over movies, and so a lot of book adaptations now are being made into TV programs instead of movies. Which for some things it doesn't really matter if it's a TV program or a movie they make out of it, but for others, like a lot of fantasy stuff, a lot of sci-fi stuff, when they adapt those things into movies, they don't tend to work as well, because those books tend to be packed with world building and character building and all this stuff that they then struggle to get into the movie because there's just so much detail, and they wind up cutting out subplots that people love and cutting out characters that they love, and so making it into a TV series is often better. You know, as long as that TV series is actually good. But yeah. So it's been nice to see that they're doing a lot more of that. I hope they keep doing a lot more of that. Right. What shall we have? What shall we have? What shall we have? I think we'll have a bit of a song about a river, shall we? Should we do the river one? The river one. That one about river. That one that's about the river. I've changed my. See, I put a pillow, not pillow, a cushion even, down on the seat to make it a bit comfier, and make the mic sit at the right level. This mic stand's a bit tall for me when I'm sat down, annoyingly. Anyway, is that one about the river? Ripples in the water, soothe my soul, slowing my heartbeat, restoring control. Watch the sunlight dance from the safety of the shed. As above me, sound of the passing train starts to fade. Here by the riverside, somewhere's how the paradise ended. Here in my solitude, I am safe to stay. Rushing of the water is all I can hear. The cool summer air, everything seems clear. As the sun drifts behind the clouds, no longer feel any doubt. Here by the riverside, somewhere's how the paradise ended. Here in my solitude, I'm 16. No one comes here, so no one bothers me. Trees shower leaves down on my head, and the birds stand the bridge overhead. It's my time to kiss the world, so let me go, let me go, let me go. Here by the riverside, somewhere's out the paradise. I'm 16, freely. Here by the riverside, somewhere's out the paradise. Now let me, oh, here by the riverside, somewhere's out paradise. Da 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 da. It's been a while since we had one of those. I I haven't been doing that as much lately. Should bring it back. Bring back my weird little noises. Thank you, Katerina. I've always been surprised by. There are ones that you like. I feel like you're right, and you know that other people are gonna like quite a bit. Like I wasn't shocked that a lot of people like "Wear Me Out," because when I wrote it, I thought, yeah, it's one of those ballads. Yeah, people are gonna like screaming along to this. But it's always surprised me that the number of people that really love "Somewhere South of Paradise." I didn't see that being one of the ones that people loved quite as much. But a lot of people do love that one, so thank you. 'Cause I quite like that one too. It's one of my oldest, and it's got quite a fond place in my heart, that one. I'm really interested, and also a bit nervous to see which ones off the album people end up loving. 'Cause obviously there's one that's been spoilt for you guys, because I played it so many times that you know that Broken Bones Don't Grow Back Stronger is going to be on the album, and you've heard that one so many times now that it's not really a surprise for you. So I know you guys are going to like that one. Although you get to hear a whole new version of it. It's going to sound really different. And it's actually in the process of in the process of putting it together in the studio. I've come up with some other ways I might want to perform it in future that I might have a go at. I might try playing it on keyboard. Or, piano. But piano keyboard, 'cause I don't have an actual piano. I definitely would not be able to afford one. But I might have a bit of a go at trying to write a version of it on piano. 'Cause that'd be cool. I'm not a great pianist, but I'd try it for you guys. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see which of the others. I have to pick singles this week coming up, 'cause I'm going back in the studio this week coming up. So from next Thursday, I'll be in the studio. I think it's Thursday, Friday, not Friday, Saturday. I'm pretty sure it's Thursday, Friday. But yeah, I'll be back in the studio, and we're at the stage now where we need to pick the ones we're going to focus on to get finished. And obviously the ones we want to focus on to get finished are the ones that will be released first, which will be singles. So I have to pick which ones are going to be singles. Which I'm struggling with. There are a couple I know I want to be singles, but they'll probably come out a bit later, 'cause I've got all these video ideas in my head for 'em. And then there are others where it's like, I don't know if this one should be the single, or this one should be the single, or this one should be the single. I don't have specific ideas for videos, so I'd have to come up with video ideas for them. But yeah, I need to pick. So I shall have to rack the brains of all of my Bezzy mates that I don't mind spoiling the album for. I won't rack you guys' brains, 'cause that would spoil the album for you, and I don't want to spoil the album for you. But my mates will definitely get bombarded with, listen to this, alright? Well, should this one be the single, or should this one be the single? And what do you picture in terms of videos in your head when you hear it? My mates won't mind. But yeah, exciting stuff. We're getting there now. We're really getting there now. It's actually going to come out this year for definite. I'm definitely going to finish it this year. So I'm very excited about that. Let's have another tune. What shall we have? What haven't we played yet? We've done a lot of songs tonight so far. Apologies. Sudden yawn attack. Now I'm going to make all you guys yawn because of that. Sorry about that. Should we have the one that I've spoilt because I played it to death? Oh. Can I think I remember it. And he wants Broken Bones, though. He wants the one I've played to death already. Okay, we'll play it to death some more. Yes! Broken bones don't grow back stronger. That's just something we say to numb the pain, rush it all away. And no real hunger doesn't make you any better the way, the way. And I am not grateful for all of my scars. We are not brave just for being who we are. So please don't be so patronizing as to tell me that pain builds character. 'Cause I am not more interested for all the times I've been hurt. You don't get to tell me that it's worth it for all ever. 'Cause I'm not more beautiful because I've been burned. See, the bone grows back the same, but you get these aches and pains that you never used to get before. The muscles and the brain, they just ain't quite the same. When they get hurt, they feel it more. And now you're not sure of who you really are. And now you have scars where you used to have eyes. So please don't be so patronizing as to tell me that pain builds character. 'Cause I am not more interested for all the times I've been hurt. You don't get to tell me that it's worth it for all ever. 'Cause I'm not more beautiful because I've been burned. No, oh, 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 oh. Ooh, 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 yeah. There's no beauty in the scars on my skin. And I am not braver just because I didn't give in. Please don't give credit for what I have become to the ones who broke me down just to see me undone. So please don't be so patronizing as to tell me that pain builds character. 'Cause I am not more interested for all the times I've been hurt. You don't get to tell me that it's worth it for all of us. 'Cause I'm not more beautiful because I've been burned. No. Ba, ba, ba. Got me headphones wire tangled round all my other wires. All the wires. Oh, why, thank you, Katarina. Yeah. yes, how are we doing for time? We are at about 1:15. I think I'll probably do one more, two more, one more, two more. I can't think of another one to do other than wasting my time. Wasting my time. This is the problem, is that I've got all these new songs that I really want to play for you guys, but I can't play them yet. And I haven't cycled through. I should get in the habit of cycling through like the other songs that I've written that aren't going on the album that I can play to death if I want, because they're not going on the album, so who cares? So I'll just play them over and over and over again, even though they're not been released yet. Soon we'll have new songs for you guys. You know, we'll be prepping things like single release streams and stuff like that. But not yet, unfortunately. And I'll be able to play all these new songs. Woo! I'm looking forward to when the album comes out and I can just do... I'm definitely going to do an album release stream when it comes out. We'll see if we end up doing an album release live gig or not. 'Cause, you know, we don't know what the situation is going to be like by then. But we'll definitely do an album release stream to celebrate when that comes out. I'll play all the songs. It'll be we'll chat about the recording process, all that fun stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be nice having new things. Trying to think if I've got another song that I can do. I think I've done all the ones off the EP apart from Wasting My Time, and we've done Broken Bones. We'll have a go at the one I was fiddling around with earlier and see if I can remember I Love Like in the movies off the top of my head. I said ages ago I'd stop playing that one because I didn't want to ruin it before I released it. But the truth is, it's probably not going to come out for ages yet, so it's not going to be that ruined if I play it in a couple of streams. I got called out on TikTok the other day by a video by like music promoting advice people. Stop playing your songs before you've released them. No, I will not. They didn't call me out specifically. They just said that you shouldn't play your songs before you release them. It's like, I know I shouldn't. I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, that is well out of tune. Or is it not that one? Is it this one? Okay, that is out of tune. That is out of tune. Stop lying to me. Not how it goes. I don't wanna love like in the movies, 'cause music doesn't swell when we kiss. And I don't wanna love like in the stories, no, 'cause I don't wanna die from a lover's kiss. I want romance on cold nights, conversations that don't end in fights, and TV in the evenings with pizza. I want bad jokes only we get, made up stories about how we met, 'cause we have the same sense of humor. I don't wanna see you cry, thought that you might lose me. I don't wanna wish I could die, I don't wanna go crazy, I don't wanna get jealous of your lies. I want happy, I wanna love that says you want me but don't need me. I don't wanna love like people sing about, 'cause honestly it just sounds exhausting. Yeah. And I don't wanna live my life in doubt, 'cause I should be with someone we're trusting. I want soft smiles and cups of tea, Special moments that just for me when you're at cute, but we still have good manners. I want time alone and space to breathe, and I want your help, but don't save me, 'cause I just want you to tell me time now. I don't wanna see you cry at the thought that you might lose me. I don't wanna wish I could die. I don't wanna go crazy. I don't wanna get jealous in your lies. I want happy. I wanna love says you want me but don't need me. So if it gets too much and you're losing touch, that's okay, just walk away, 'cause I don't want that anyway. If you're in too deep and you're losing sleep, that's okay, just walk away, 'cause I don't want that anyway. If you can't catch your breath 'cause you love me to death, well that's okay, just walk away, 'cause I don't need that anyway. If it's never enough, well then that ain't love, so that's okay, just walk away, 'cause I don't need that anyway. I don't wanna see you cry at the thought that you might lose me. I don't wanna wish I could die. I don't wanna go crazy. I don't wanna get jealous in lies. I want happy. I wanna love that says you want me but don't need me. Actually went pretty well, given I haven't played that in like months. Months since I touched that one. Haven't heard it. No, because I haven't played that one in ages. I've been very good about not playing it because I don't want to completely spoil it by playing it to death. But, you know, having it occasionally, not the end of the world, is it? I know. I should stop playing songs I haven't released. Otherwise, they'll all end up like Broken Bones Don't Grow Back Stronger, where there'll be nothing surprising when that one comes out. Oh, yeah, I heard this one already. 1,000 times. Bit of an exaggeration. But you have heard it quite a bit, bless it. You haven't heard anything else of, well, some people who've seen me live at Glastonbury and at Langworthy Live in the summer. I played, frig, that was ages ago now. And I thought when I played it, like, it's 'cause it won't be long before this one's out. It was a lie. I played one of the songs off the album as a bit of treat, but I don't think most people, I don't think any of you guys in the chat were there for that, 'cause most of you aren't based in the area to be able to pop down to those local gigs. But yeah, I played one of them once, and I've been very restrained about not playing them to death. I've been very good. I've been very, very good about not playing them to death. And I cannot wait for them to start coming out so I can start playing them, 'cause I really want to start playing them. Although there are a couple that I haven't ever actually tried to I haven't really, there's a couple that I'm going to have to work out how I'm going to do them live exactly, 'cause they're going to sound very different recorded to how they probably sound live. Anyway, we'll come to that. There's one I don't actually know what the chords are in the chorus, 'cause I didn't play it on guitar in the chorus. So I'm going to have to work out what the chords are so I can actually play it. That, or I'll have to use a backing track for that one alone. I'll be able to do backing track versions of them all as well. Oh, yes, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. All this new material, this new stuff we can play with. Yeah. New stuff. Yeah. Anyway, on that note, here's a very old song that was on the last EP I put out that I do like to end on, 'cause I like to leave you guys on a happy note. I will have this one and then I'll say toodles for the evening. Turn the reverb up for that last one. There we go. 1, 2. That's better, yeah. You Got a wicked sense of humor, and it starts with a core, and it only makes it like more. You don't care that I'm crazy, you don't care that I'm rude. You seem to like me better with a bad attitude. No, I don't get bored, yeah, I always have fun. I give you every second that I have under the sun. 'Cause I don't like wasting my time, I'm wasting on you. I don't like whatever you like, I don't care what we do. Just want one more minute, one more second in my day. Chilling like a villain with my best mates. No, I don't like wasting my time, I'm wasting on you. Every minute's like a second, now that we lose a day, man, you sure do make the time fly away. Every minute we're together, I just cannot help but smile. I love how you have fun and your wits and style. No, I don't feel lost, yeah, I always feel at home. Since you came along, I know I'll never be alone. 'Cause I don't like wasting my time, I'm wasting on you. I don't like whatever you like, I don't care what we do. Just want one more minute, one more second in my day. Chilling like a villain with my best mates. No, I don't like wasting my time, I'm wasting on you. I'm molten east from those windmills, that beach, from that sunset, that jet set, these roads on cobbled streets, spending all day in the sun, or a late night in the pub, or we get dressed up, all messed up. It's you I wanna see, it's you I wanna see, it's you I wanna see. 'Cause I don't like wasting my time, I'm wasting on you. I don't like whatever you like, I don't care what we do. Just want one more minute, one more second in my day. Chilling like a villain with my best mates. No, I don't like wasting my time, I'm wasting on you. Ta-da! Yay! Love this one, but can never. Wasting my time. That's what that one's called. Wasting my time. Ah. Right, and on that happy note, I shall bid you all a good night. We'll have YouTube video next week, and then the week after we'll have our first songwriting live stream. And I'll put up a post in advance. I'll put up a little story post, and ask for prompts on things like on my TikTok and on my Instagram. I'll ask you guys to give me some specific prompts from a songwriting stream. And we'll sit together and we'll try and put a tune together like we did the last time we had one of these, 'cause that was fun. It's been nice doing one of those a month. I like it. That's how we'll get new stuff for these streams. And I'll just play those songs to death instead. Yay! But yes, I shall love you and leave you for tonight. Leave you to the rest of your evenings. And see you in the next one, guys. But for now, I'll share some toodles.